What's up, the squad? Back with another video. I seen the title was going down. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see in the title. Before we get in this video, I definitely want to tell y'all, the ones that are sending super checks, I definitely appreciate y'all for everything. I had to literally, it's some stuff that's going on with it. So I'm having some issues, been running issues, within YouTube and stuff like that. So just, bear with me. If y'all are wanting to do that, I think my Cash App, Chime, stuff like that is down below. Try and check that out. And I also want to say that I'm going to start, dropping a video, 1 video to 2 videos a day. I know I've been missing some days. I know y'all be wanting the videos out, so I'm gonna definitely get them out for y'all. But y'all see here in the title, literally have here votes to pay troops and federal workers. It says here from Speaker Mike Johnson, Democrats have now voted 8 times to block pay for our troops and federal workers. You got Chuck and Senate Democrats think every day of the shutdown gets better for them, even as it's hurting hardworking Americans. Once again, Democrats are putting America last. As y'all can see here, September 19th, House and Senate, Republicans got it all, voted. And obviously, you got the Democrats. I'm telling y'all, you definitely see that they don't care. Obviously not about Americans or our troops. And it's definitely sad. I'm not going to lie. It's definitely sad. Check out what Speaker Mike Johnson got to say, y'all.
Well, I tell them that we're worried about their not getting paid as well, and that's why we already voted to pay the troops. We did that 3 weeks ago almost, September 19th. The continuing resolution that all the Republicans voted for was to keep the government open, to keep military families paid, to keep their veterans' health services going, to keep the Border Patrol and TSA agents and air traffic controllers and everybody else paid at their current levels. Every Democrat in the House of Representatives, except one, voted to close the government down and to stop their pay. Their concern is with the Democrats, not with the Republicans. We did that job. It has been sitting on the desk of Chuck Schumer and the Senate Democrats. We passed it out of the House. The ball is in the Senate's court right now, and that's why I'm insisting that they get to work and they open the government so that our troops can be paid.
Exactly. And I feel like it's definitely necessary. One thing about it is definitely showing you that they not only, care about Americans, they don't care about, even the vets that we got, that's living on the streets, that's doing bad, you know what I mean? And or y'all see not trying to pay troops, and that I definitely find it crazy. I absolutely find it crazy how you put illegal aliens first. I find it crazy. I've seen multiple of those videos. Y'all seen a video that I posted and put out about it was literally out there in New York, and Chicago. Two separate videos though, and both said the benefits that they get when it comes to housing, when it comes to food, getting food stamps, when they getting their rent paid, when they getting transportation, when they're getting clothes and medicine for their kids. You're getting a lot of those things, and our vets are still living. I find it completely insane, and I definitely do. I feel like it hits you harder too. I definitely feel like it hits you harder because when you have somebody that's serving in the military. Somebody that has been serving in the military and aren't receiving many benefits and things are being harder for them. There's literally people that's out here that have served in the military, and it's harder for them to get assistance rather than and it's very sad. It's very sad. I've seen different things. It's harder for them, and y'all probably have seen this before. Y'all probably have been through this before. But it's harder for some of them to get assistance. But then you have illegal aliens getting everything like that very quick, and it's definitely sad. I'm telling y'all, it's definitely sad. Check it out right here. Says, and this is Fox 26 Houston. So y'all can find this at food pantries near U.S. military bases are seeing an increase in families seeking assistance. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You literally have families, you have people that's in the military and families, kids, young children. I'm gonna show y'all a video, that are constantly going through things because of this shutdown. Says military families turn to food pantries as government shutdown continues, which is definitely sad. It's definitely sad. Right here, got stunning images going viral, showing American soldiers lined up at food bank after having a shutdown, and it's definitely sad. You know, it's definitely sad. Seeing this is definitely insane. It's definitely sickening. You know, and I'm definitely, you know, outraged about this whole thing, and it's definitely sad. I'm not even gonna lie. This is the line, you know, that, you know, it said. Check it out right here.
As I take a step aside here, there is quite a bit of military members and their families in line because of this government shutdown. We're in day 9 of it, and they're here for a food pantry. There's all sorts of food that is available, and I spoke with some military member spouses, and I spoke with some department heads here at the ASYMCA on why this is so important. What's the difference in the amount of people that you've seen from today to previously?
So when we first started coming, there definitely wasn't this amount of people. It was a lot, but it wasn't this amount to where it wrapped around the building. But lately it has been a lot. Like we were here last week and we were in line for like 2 hours.
In a normal week, we usually run out of food about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Last week we ran out of food about 10:30.
So you literally have multiple, look at this, multiple, you know, families, you know, waiting to get food. You in line. We gonna sit here and think about this. You're in the military. You're having this shutdown. You're in the military. You have to, you know, stand in line. They say, you know, they usually run out around 1 o'clock. Mind you, you know, I feel like that's still something that, you know, is pretty wild. You know, running out of food at 1 o'clock, but pushing all the way back to 10:30. I mean, that's absolutely insane, and it's absolutely sad. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm telling you, I'm not even gonna lie. This is definitely sad. And the blame is Chuck. Blame is Chuck. Check it out, Fox News.
Senator, let's talk really quickly about the shutdown because a lot of people are concerned about that. We're in day 9. Will you tell us what, you know, where we're going with this and when maybe we can open up the government again?
Ainsley, I've heard different numbers. The lowest is that it's costing taxpayers $400 million a day. You know, we'd be well into the $3.6 billion range. I've also heard a $15 billion a week number, which would put us closer to 30. So somewhere in that range is very costly to the American public. But this latest from Chuck Schumer, I mean, I really can't believe this. Chuck Schumer just said yesterday that every day that the government stays shut down is better for us. My question is, who is us in Chuck Schumer's mind? Is it the military that is working without pay overseas?
Right.
Come on now.
Is it law enforcement that is not being paid while they're being attacked in Portland, Oregon? Is it the air traffic controllers and that system that is not functioning right now and people are being delayed all over America? No, I can tell you who us is. Us is Chuck Schumer and his political career in New York State, because if you polled it right now, he would lose to AOC in a primary. This is all about Chuck Schumer's political future in New York State.
Exactly.
And he's holding the United States of America hostage. It's ridiculous, and I'm shocked to hear a comment like that.
Nancy Pelosi said it's a day at the beach for Republicans. They love this.
Yeah. It's just unbelievable.
That is very unbelievable. I'm not even gonna lie. It's very unbelievable. And y'all remember I had showed a video. Hopefully I can find it if y'all know what I'm talking about. It was a video. Let me see here if I can find it. It was a video about Jasmine Crockett. I probably not gonna be able to find it today, y'all. But I had put it out, and she literally got on. She got on. I forgot where she was. It was. I think it was MSNBC or something, and she literally said that basically we still getting paid though. Basically, it's just one of those things like, oh, okay, as long as we getting paid, forget everybody else. And that's sad, bro. You got people that's literally risking their lives. You know what I mean? Working hard for the American people at that. And they standing in line at food banks and food running out within an hour or two? That's sad, bro. It's sad. So a lot of them that's actually there in line don't even get food. It's sad. It's definitely sad. Check it out.
Yesterday, Chuck Schumer, of course, says, quote, "Every day this gets better for us." So you've got to ask yourself, if you're Chuck Schumer, and a good day for you is defined by how much suffering you can impose on other people, including our men and women in uniform, maybe you need to look in the mirror and check yourself at the door and wonder what it is you're up here trying to accomplish. Is that really why Chuck Schumer ran for office? To inflict pain on other people so that he can have a good day, a better day for himself.
Wow.
When that is your measuring stick for a good day, is how much pain you're inflicting on other American families, you have lost your way. And yet they vote over and over again to keep the government shut down. While trying to talk about other issues, we can be talking about those other issues without inflicting pain on people. We can be debating our differences as President Trump said he wants to do.
Exactly.
By opening the government back up again.
And they're not trying to do that. They only think for themselves. And we constantly, we see that. We see that every day. A lot of these things, I'm not even gonna lie. It's to try. I'm not even gonna say to try to hurt Trump and the Trump administration. A lot of these things that they're doing, and it's not working. It's not doing nothing but making people stronger and seeing, the left of what they are. I mean, people are constantly seeing it. When people see these videos, when people get on X, I've seen so many people, and I've said this so many times. I've seen so many people post on why they're leaving the Democratic Party, on why this individual did this, and why this individual. I've seen somebody as I'm still currently, they've said I'm still currently a Democrat, but what they're doing isn't right. Things are doing. You see multiple videos. One thing that you don't see, and I haven't, is people talking about that's currently, on the right. That's like, oh yeah, well I don't think what President Trump is doing is right. I don't think, man. Ever since, even before President Trump stepped foot in the White House, he's been doing right for the American people. I'm telling y'all, bro, it's not right at all. It's not right at all. Check out Wesley Hunt, y'all.
We didn't start this fire.
That's right.
Okay, this is the Chuck Schumer shutdown. And so we're going to take full advantage of identifying places that government bloat has clearly taken over this country, and it's time to pare it down. That's exactly what we're doing. Keep in mind, Democrats are behaving this way because we performed very well in the House. Mike Johnson has done an extraordinary job in leading us through this last CR. And guess what? It is up to the Democrat Senate to figure this out. This is their shutdown. And now we're simply taking full advantage of what they're doing. And let's be clear, I'm going to say the quiet part out loud here. I mean, Chuck Schumer is doing this because he's already lost twice to President Trump this year, and he can't afford to lose a third time. So now he has to put up a fight so he could save his own seat so he doesn't get primaried by the fringe left in his own party. That's exactly what's happening. And unfortunately, we are suffering because of it. But as good Republicans, as good conservatives, we're going to find ways to pare down the government during this process. And so I'm glad we're doing just that.
Exactly. I feel like so many people are missing that. I feel like so many people are missing that. And that's why I said try to hurt, because they're not. I feel like this is something that, is showing people of who they truly are. I feel like that's one of the things. I've been doing this, for a few years now, and I've been learning as I go. And coming from a Democratic, family and just seeing, for myself on, what they're truly about and how they are, I would never see myself being any type of, I just don't see it. I don't see it at all. Just based off of what I've seen, what I've seen, what hurts me about it the most is that I have family members so brainwashed with it, of the Democratic Party, that it's hard to even speak, about certain things. It's hard to even say, well, I feel like, because every time you do, it's all okay. You want to argue, you want to yell. They get defensive. You really can't say much, and it hurts me so bad because it's like, bro, like you're not even realizing. You're truly not even realizing on what's really going on, and it's absolutely sad. The ones that, I mean, you literally had Chuck doing this and thinking it's okay, saying it's, it's better for us, each and every day. And it's troops that, and families at that, kids, that are struggling to eat. And I'm telling y'all, it's definitely sad. Y'all let me know down in the comments down below what y'all think about this. And definitely appreciate y'all. Like I said, more videos will be dropped, so make sure y'all stay tuned. Catch y'all next one.